The Will Smith stuff is really awesome. It's really awesome. It's awesome because it's created discourse, and anything that gets liberals away from like bloodthirsty screed about nuclear holocaust and how it's not a big deal is a good thing. You know what I mean? It was awesome. It was awesome. Like people making 9/11 memes about it were hilarious. Bro, this one really popped off for this guy, for Saint Diavolo. To those of you saying Will Smith hitting Chris Rock is funny, I ask you this: replace Will with the word airplanes and Chris with Twin Towers. Not laughing now, are you? That's right. That's right, dude. He's right. It's disgusting that everybody's like laughing about this and making a mockery of it, okay? I have so many thoughts about this. I have so many thoughts about this. I want to talk about this all day, every day. Mostly because, like, can I just say 2022 is the year of white people, okay? I want to start off by saying white people are back on top, okay? They need to be. They need to be. Here's why. They are losing their minds. White people are losing their minds. They need an outlet. They need an outlet to be able to get stuff out of there. Like get stuff out. As the unipolar world is changing and American hegemonic status is going away. And American hegemonic status obviously is like, reinforcing white supremacist values at the international scale. While that's happening, I think white people need an outlet. I don't know if that's like being able to say the N-word. I don't know what that is, but it's clear to me that there's just something going on where people just fucking lose their shit. And I have almost like two different Twitter timelines of this slap event that occurred, where on the one hand I have people that are like, me making fun of it, joking about it, saying this is cool actually, and whatever, because ultimately it was who cares? It was like a fucking two dudes that know each other for 35 fucking years, that have been working together for, again, 35 fucking years. One guy says something out of pocket, the other guy runs up, slaps him in the face, and it was a perfect slap. Oh my God. I'm going to talk about the consequence, or not the consequence, but like the delivery of that perfect slap. As a Turkish man, this is very important to me, okay? We have a concept called the Ottoman slap. Slapping is profoundly important to the Turk, okay? It just broke something in me, okay? It unlocked an epigenetic memory where I was like, that's sick. If he had punched him, I don't know if I'd feel the same way, but that fucking slap. Oh, anyway. However, there were a lot of people who literally lost their minds. I mean, people were like calling the police. People were like, hello? An assault happened. That's a crime. We must call the police. And the thing I don't understand about this is like, there's a couple different things I don't understand. And Jabuki, of course, perfectly talked about it on Twitter and was able to put into words exactly what I was thinking as well, exactly what other people were probably thinking as well. It was just like, white people love institutionalizing violence and totally acting like institutions are not inherently insanely violent, and then lose their shit when individual violence, like individual acts of violence, no matter how fucking tiny, minuscule, amongst friends, contextually appropriate, contextually inappropriate, will turn around and be like, that's crazy, that's unacceptable. And I think I see it. Like I understand that, because people literally, on the one hand, people that are like, we need to do nuclear holocaust, we need to close the sky over Ukraine so we can have a nuclear winter, which is fine, like, we can withstand that. People who are like pro-Iraq war, pro-war in Afghanistan, people who overlook and don't care about like the death and destruction in Yemen, turning around and being like, I cannot believe two people that know each other, that have worked with one another for 35 fucking years, had a disagreement that had led to an altercation that was like a little baby slap. A slap that was a baby slap, but one that was also well executed. And it kills me to see that. It was so awesome. Now, does it mean it's okay to slap someone over a joke? Of course not, obviously. And for the record, like, because I know people will point like to Ethan's tweet and stuff like that. I know where Ethan's coming from. Do you know how many people want to fucking murder me and him for our takes, for things that we say? You have no idea. So of course I get it. He is worried. He thinks like, oh, this is crazy, that people are just going to straight up be like, open war now. We could just like slap whoever the fuck we want when we don't like it. And I saw a lot of comedians who were very offended. I think Jim Jeffries had a really funny take. He was like, bro, they treat us like shit. Like they treat comedians like shit at the Oscars. Like just don't do it anymore. They make us host it. They don't even give us fucking comedy Oscars. And then they treat us like fucking shit. And then they literally clapped for Will Smith slapping someone for making a joke. Jim Gaffigan was saying some dumb shit too. And honestly, there's a lot of I see why people are upset about it. Like I'm a centrist on it. I revel in the controversy here. I have so many fucking thoughts on it. So let's get started on just the slap first of all.
He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
So he laughs. She doesn't appreciate it. For those of you who don't know, G.I. Jane, I didn't fucking know either. G.I. Jane is bald, okay? And Jada has alopecia. Like a lot of, there's a big chunk of black women that get alopecia. It's a big problem. Part of the reason why she has buzzed hair, right? I get it. My mom has, suffered from a similar condition as well, and it happens for autoimmune reasons. You know what I mean? It's like not great. Okay, that's why she's like, shaving that's why she shaved her hair. Some people think that it's like completely out of pocket. Some people think that it's completely unacceptable because it's like a disease or not a disease, but like an autoimmune disorder. And that's why it's like fucked up. Ultimately, this is one of those things where it's like, even though it's out of pocket and it's a low blow, it's literally between people that know each other. You know what I mean? And it's like a odd parasocial situation where we on the outside are looking at people that literally know each other, like know each other well, have known each other for fucking 30 years, 40 years almost. Like that's the crazy part about it, is that like these are black talent that literally fucking grew in an industry side by side for 30 years at a time when the situation was way more segregated than it is now. Okay. Obviously not as bad as like the 60s, but like these are artists that grew side by side, actors and talented individuals that grew side by side at a time when like Hollywood was even more segregated than it is currently. So for him to just have an insensitive out of pocket joke about Jada is one thing, but like people fucking losing their shit over it is kind of crazy. I don't even think he knew. I don't even think he knew what fucking what Jada Pinkett Smith had. Most of you didn't know either. What Will Smith did was, ridiculous. Like it certainly, but also it wasn't such a big deal that like the way that people are acting like this is, he needs to go to jail immediately. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it was a heated fucking moment. And he was human for a brief moment. He was not like an artist. He was not a celebrity. He was just Jada's husband who's very upset. Or rather, Jada's husband who laughed at a joke, didn't realize what was going on, and then she did not appreciate it. He recognized that she had not appreciated it. So he just got up and was like, it's time. It's time to take matters into my own fucking hands. And the people that say violence is never okay, dude, it's a slap, man. There's like varying degrees of that. Like you can't sit here and fucking literally make fun of Judd Apatow's insane take about how like he could have been murdered, but then simultaneously be like, it's assault. Like it's literally, dude, come on. There's varying degrees, dude. We gotta take a step back. We gotta take a breather, like, and just really take a look at what that was, and just openly admit that it was funny. Okay, let's continue.
That was a nice one. Okay, I'm out here. Richard.
Called him Richard.
Oh wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Like, look at that, dude. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, dude.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Just smacked him. Just fucking. I gotta run this back, dude. I'm gonna run this a lot today. It was such a beautiful. I didn't watch a single thing from the Oscars, and this is the only thing I saw. So he's walking over, okay? He's walking over. We're gonna do slow-mo. Chris Rock doesn't understand what's going on. He probably thinks like, oh, he's gonna like, make a joke with me. He walks over. Look at that. His hand is ready. His hand is cocked. He whips it, dude. He fucking whips it. Okay? Look at that. I mean, come on. Like, he hip turned into it. Literally. Look at that. That's perfect. Look at the back leg cock back. A perfect fucking slap, dude. Look. Bow! Oh, I can't get over it, dude. It is such a perfect fucking no cock, no fucking wind up, just wah! Like he used the short distance that he has to without any sort of wind up to give as much whiplash as possible to his slap. And look at his footwork here. Look, please look, just look at his legs, drawing a lot of power from his hips, as you are supposed to.
So
bam!
touched?
Oh! That, ladies and gentlemen, is a beautiful slap. He's got defense for his face up, ready to fucking go. Look at that follow through. Look at that follow through. That's a perfect line. Look at his hands. Look at his hands. Look, watch. Step by step. Quick cock. Smacked him right outside the fucking head. Right in the chin. Okay. Bam! Blammo! Look at that follow through. Perfect. And you notice at this point, Chris Rock is like, what the fuck just happened to me? My shit just got absolutely rocked.
Oh, wow. Wow.
He is happy with that. You can see that he's like, yeah, no, I'm happy. That was a good slap. I'm walking back to my, I'm walking back to my chair.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
And then he says, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. I think this is the moment when a lot of people realize, like, oh, that's not a fake slap. Like, that wasn't like a, that wasn't a pre-scripted event. That it was actually 100% like, because look at how awkward he is. Like, he looks hurt. Look at his face. Look at Chris Rock's face. Like, these guys are actors, but they're not that good. You know what I mean? In a moment like this.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
This is where you notice, like, if you look at Chris Rock as well, he was also very awkward.
Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Excellent recovery. Now let's talk about now that we talked about Will Smith's behavior, let's talk about Chris Rock. The man with the iron chin, okay? I don't know if it's the fucking Botox that he took. I don't know if it's because he's like been rocked before, but he just talk about a man who just took it right on the fucking chin. I mean, I'm talking Boris Johnson took it on the chin, bruv. Like, I mean, look at it. His hands are behind his back, dude. Look at that. Just watch him. But more importantly than that, he basically continued with his performance there. A consummate professional, straight up. Much respect to Chris Rock on that one.
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Dude, what the fuck are you not getting? He was a well-respected actor at the prestigious event broadcast in front of millions, and this is how he acts? Dude, come on. First of all, I'm not a liberal, so I don't care about the infallibility of institutions. So that's really fucking stupid. And secondly, I've covered the Oscars for many years. This is the same Oscar ceremony that like literally booed an indigenous woman. This is the same Oscars. These are like half of these people are the exact same people that booed Michael Moore when he used his opportunity to criticize the Iraq war. These are the same Oscars that are given to pedophiles and literally just sex pests, pedophiles, rapists. So miss me with that bullshit. Like, so shut the fuck up. Oh man, this institution, like, get the fuck out of here. Roman Polanski, Woody Allen, Harvey Weinstein. How many Oscars does that motherfucker have? People talking about how they're going to take away Will Smith's Academy Award. You know what I mean? Yeah, Roman Polanski, Woody Allen, Casey Affleck, Gary Oldman, Jared Leto. Wait, Gary Oldman? What the fuck? Harvey Weinstein, Sean Penn, Kevin Spacey. The Academy can't fucking... the Academy does not condone violence of any form. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like Sean Penn is one of the better ones, okay? On that list. Because he's not like a prolific rapist, okay? And just beat the shit out of Madonna. It was Madonna, right? Like, think about that. My point is, people are just like going overboard about this thing that happened in front of them. Oh, this is a cool comparison too. The Oscars gave Will Smith all the time he wanted to do with his speech after he literally assaulted someone live on stage, but Michael Moore was hurriedly kicked off when he called out the Iraq war propaganda. Hollywood in a nutshell. The very same people who are now proudly waving around Ukraine flags and posturing as these brave anti-war heroes were booing Michael Moore for being anti-war, a war that killed over 1 million and was backed by the current president. Just the most depraved people imaginable. No moment of silence for Iraq, Libya, Yemen, any place their own government bombs or destroys. This is pretty funny because it's like, oh, dude, now a moment of silence for the people in Ukraine. It's like, all right, cool, I guess. it's just so, it's so, all of this is so transparently fucking pandery, always. Same with like all the fucking initiatives at the Oscars where they're like, yeah, we actually care about black people now. Like, just kidding, you know what I mean? But then every year it's like another white savior movie wins some shit. It's just virtue signaling. And, you know, what are they supposed to do? Well, you know, if they don't do anything, then it's like, then people will say, well, you're avoiding it. You're avoiding it. It's just all, yeah, it is all super performative. Ultimately, this was a good, wholesome fun, okay? A little bit of violence. Like, not crazy, a little bit of violence. And, you know, not crazy amounts of violence, just a little baby bit. Overall, you know, good slap, good form, good fun to come out of it. Look at all the memes that came out of it, you know what I mean? I want to thank the Academy for bringing this to us. I want to thank Chris Rock. And I want to thank Will Smith. We were able to appreciate and enjoy something, but a lot of people could not just appreciate and enjoy something and make jokes about it. A lot of people had to make larger, broader, far-reaching commentary on it. My favorite being Judd Apatow, who said, I tweeted about that too, and then he deleted it, unfortunately. But like, people immediately were like super serious about it. You know what I mean? Like, they can't have fun. They can't have fun at the expense of like other people. They can't have fun at the expense of like other people's demise for like a second. Without seeing people assault others on TV with no consequences isn't exactly great either. ... Brother, what are you talking about, dude? Do you know what TV is? Have you turned on a television? Like, what are we talking about, dude? There's so much violence everywhere. This is like baby violence in comparison to the fucking... There's piles and piles of dead Ukrainians that like CNN is blasting every fucking day. And then you see two people that have known each other for 35 years slap one another, and you're like, all hell breaks loose. What the fuck? Put your attitude into a frame of reference that is a little bit more manageable and understandable. Judd Apatow went on a Twitter storm. Alert, Amy Schumer, do not go to the Vanity Fair party. Will Smith wants to talk to you about the monologue. Chris, I think you should take him for all his King Richard. Hitch money. Hashtag Oscars. He could have killed him. That's pure out of control rage and violence. They've heard a million jokes about them in the last 3 decades. They are not freshmen in the world of Hollywood and comedy. He lost his mind. Will Smith overreacted, and he obviously should not have slapped another person over a fucking joke. But like, Judd Apatow went 1350 with it so quick, it's like mind-boggling. He was just like, what happened here? This is giving a little 1350. I'm sorry. It was violent and out of control. Like, yeah, it's giving Joe Biden crime bill vibes. Yeah, straight up. What's 1350? No, 1350 is a false analysis or a false interpretation of FBI crime statistics on arrests that are often used to justify over-policing black communities. It means 13% of the population, i.e. black people, are responsible for 50% of the crime. Except it's not true because it's just arrest numbers, and there's a fuckload of false convictions that occur, and also it's still unjustifiable. The greatest counter to that is, 99% of violent crime is done by men, but you don't prosecute all men for the crimes of some men, right? That's what I mean when I say it's giving 1350. Bro, imagine how much worse this discourse would have been if Will slapped Jimmy Fallon or some other smarmy white guy. If Will Smith had, God forbid, slapped a white person instead of Chris Rock, I think liberals would be like, he needs to be executed. Seems like Will Smith's plan to get comedians in the world to not make jokes about him is not going to pan out. The Williams family must be furious. Pure narcissism. Also, G.I. Jane was gorgeous. What exactly is insulting about being compared to a ripped, stunning Demi? I have more hair on my back than on my head, and I can take a joke about it. I have hair loss issues, and that is unhinged behavior. How the fuck do you arrive at this conclusion? I don't know, man. Like, the way I see it, it's just like, I don't know why. It's just like, you can't let people have fun, you know? You can't let people, God forbid, celebrities ever have like a fucking human moment, and human beings are complex and fuck up. Same goes for like out-of-pocket jokes, and same goes for fucking literally escalations to lighter forms, but still forms of violence. This triggered a lot of domestic violence flashbacks for people. Yeah, I heard, dude. Okay, here's what I have to say to that. Hey, it's not about you sometimes, okay? Literally, just take that. I'm being serious about this, okay? The fuck do you mean? What, every time you see someone slap, it gives you PTSD? What the fuck is that, dude? Shut up. Yeah, bad take, I know. Literally, bad take. It's bad take time, okay? People are fucking crazy, dude. Yo, you fucking see someone slap someone on television and you go, this is this is like triggering domestic violence for me. You're not doing that because you're like a fucking advocate, dude. You're doing that because you want retweets, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here, okay? It's not about you. What, you see anybody fucking slap someone, you're like, oh man, what the fuck? I understand Judd Apatow's position as a comedian or Ethan's position as a comedian before I understand people being like, yo, this is my Afghanistan, dude. Reigniting these takes. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Everyone wants to get fucking clout off of this shit. Okay, it's like now, you know, firmly planted in everybody's minds. Okay, everyone has to fire off their takes. That's understandable desire, but let's have fun with it. You know what I mean? You don't have to like immediately come in and play referee and like be like, no, actually, no. Javi Baby says, I wish the Democratic primary was going on right now so some dumb bitch whose dad paid her rent until she was 30 could write an article like, only one other man consistently shows the kind of hubris Will Smith did last night. Bernie Sanders. Oh, that's fucking, ooh, what a take. That's perfect. And by the way, I really appreciate everybody trying to make it about themselves because I love these takes. Please keep them coming. I'm like, give it to me. I want that black tar heroin of takes, okay? I want to see people compare this to 9/11, which they did already. I want Zelensky and Vladimir Putin comparisons. I want anything and everything. I want to just fucking put my brain directly into the mainframe and just like suck all the takes in, okay? Like a vacuum. Putin comparison right here. Let's go! What Will Smith did to Chris Rock is the same as what Putin did to Ukraine. Putin felt threatened and disturbed. Will felt threatened and disturbed. We all love violence, let's admit it. War is the same as hitting. It's hitting cities. I bet Putin loved it. I feel why Will did it. Let's go! Can people just be normal for one fucking minute? The Will Smith doctrine, reward in return for aggression, has no place in the resolution of the Ukraine war. My tortoise column. What? Yes! 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 Give me more! I want to see the takes. I want to see all of those takes, dude. Oh, fuck. Yeah, people are about to be like, Hitler never slapped someone in the face. Will Smith, media, Zelensky, says Max Abrams. Max Blumenthal says, just in time for the flood of Azov atrocity videos. Oh, it's so good. It's like, yeah, this was calculated as a fucking psyop to take attention away from the Azov atrocity videos that are about to be dropped. It's like, bro, are you out of your mind? No one gives a shit about that, okay? Let's be real. Love will make you do crazy things. Everyone who's ever been hit has heard that one. Dude, what the fuck? I get it. This is definitely like a domestic abusers like use this as a fucking reason for why they're like, for why they've done this. She's right. But like, this has nothing to do with the situation. This is literally another instance where like, you're right, but you said this to make it about yourself. That's it. That's what's going on here. To clarify, on the earlier tweet I had to delete, I'm obviously not saying it was the same as 9/11, but Will Smith slapping Chris Rock had a similar live TV shock value that will echo throughout our culture. 9/11 was worse, but Muhammad Atta did not win an Oscar right after. That's awesome. Yeah, Muhammad Atta was robbed, dude. If Will Smith was a white guy, he would have been led out of the Oscars in handcuffs. Then police would have thrown him in jail. As you guys all know, I live in the United States of America, a country that is so unfair to white men. I mean, a country with a criminal justice system that definitely, famously, is lenient on black men and also very aggressively violent against white men. How? How can you live? Are you on the same fucking planet, dude? How? It's awesome. 15,000 likes. Oh, that's so fucking hot. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me more. There would be 1,000 media hit pieces about him being racist. He would be canceled for life. Instead, he won Best Actor. That's privilege. So Jada was an abusive partner is what the world just learned? Wait, what? What does that even mean? What the fuck? This one hit me in the head. It slapped me in the fucking face, Peter Coffin. How dare you? How dare you open hand slap me in the fucking chin? How dare you Will Smith me with this take? I don't even know what's going on. I'm discombobulated. Yeah, Zach Fox is the best. He slapped the N-word and it's funny. And if you disagree, you hate black men. I think this is my take as well. This is Asha Rangappa, who tweeted out, she's a lib, she's a CNN commentator. She said, so did like anyone walk out after that happened? Or are we getting an independent psychological case study on how Trump got normalized? Now, I want to mention something. did not mention one part of her bio here. You might notice it immediately if you know who Asha Rangappa is. This is a former FBI special agent, dude. A former FBI special agent, like literally worked at an institution that is one of the most violent, okay? That creates so much state violence, like so much unimaginable levels of normalized state, institutionalized state violence with no accountability. And she's out here fucking talking about how like incredible it was that like a slap happened at the Oscars. That's crazy. But it perfectly represents like how liberals behave. Okay, there's like Jeet had a lot of good ones. Okay, I've seen tweets you wouldn't believe. Left out name because this is a rando, not a public figure. If only Will Smith got us upset. Oh, dude, this is literally like a public defender, dude. I mean, or this is like a white woman from Texas. Okay, I saw this tweet and I was like, oh, I'm dying. It's like, oh, it's so good. These are takes. These are nuclear takes, dude. It's like, oh, fuck yeah. This is what Twitter's for. Anyone that says this is not what Twitter's for is fucking crazy. Okay. If only Will Smith got as upset when white men take away his right to vote. That's what she said. The devil works hard, but Fashion Nova works harder. We slapped 40% off the entire site. It's time to rock. New spring looks today. Oh no. That's great. That's wonderful, dude. That's wonderful. Let's see what Marjorie Titan Green had to say about this. I never watched the Oscars, but I've seen the Will Smith Chris Rock clip a million times this morning. I have to say I appreciate the alpha male response of a husband defending his wife. It was settled, and then no more drama. Chris Rock handled it like a man with no whining. Wait, I mean, the alpha male shit is like, whatever, who cares? But Chris Rock did handle it like a man, and you know, they settled it amicably. Not even like the worst take. This might be like the best take from Marjorie Titan Green. I was expecting something like completely psychotic. It was much better than a Twitter fight with people saying tough things on their keyboard behind their screen. They handled the issue and then they actually carried on. Surprising. If you're curious why Germans allowed Hitler to happen, or Americans allowed George W. Bush to lead us into Iraq, or why Russians are allowing Putin to murder Ukrainians, look at how the Oscar crowd and his supporters handled Will Smith tonight. Hashtag group psychology, hashtag Oscars. Engineered by Putin to take the spotlight off Ukraine. Prove me wrong. That's good. That's good. Those are spicy. Those are good. Republicans who seem not to be able to handle a slap seem to shrug off school shootings just fine. Oh, that's a really good one. The slap was of course wrong. Will is nuts, but the people who pushed for the Iraq war and torture in private prisons acting like aghast at the violence is just somewhat funny. That's pretty good. That's a good take by Tim. 21. This really felt like childhood for a lot of us. Someone we love abruptly became violent and then just as abruptly acted like everything was okay, and we all were supposed to act like everything was okay, and this was the birth of our anxiety disorder. Oh my lord, dude. It's like I don't understand. Like, did people watch something different? Or this is like experiencing colors. You know what I mean? Where you don't really know if everybody experiences colors in the same way when they're receiving it. It's like everybody saw that fucking slap and then people were just like, this is the most unacceptable. Like, I don't know how you arrive at anything but like, this is funny. It's a funny thing that happened. It was like a real moment. You know what I mean? And that's it. Wait, are they just letting him stay at the show and win an award and justify what he did in the speech? Can you imagine if Will Smith was a white guy? Twitter would be all, if he were black, they would have shot him. This is white privilege. Yeah, totally. Oh, these are good. These are really good. Insane, violent Will Smith was the best part of otherwise boring Oscars, which is nothing. They should have chained Smith to his chair and called the cops. Keep my wife's name out of yo fucking mouth, Vladimir Putin. If Rock had even a basic proficiency in jiu-jitsu, who could have easily choked him out. What does jiu-jitsu give you proficiency with striking, dude? No one is more entertained by this shit right now than Putin. No, that's not true. I'm more entertained by Putin. I'm more entertained by this than Putin ever could be, okay? The only thing I mourn on this day, and I know a lot of people in the chat have said this as well, the only thing I mourn on this day is that Donald Trump no longer has a Twitter account. That's it. Like, this is when you need Donald Trump to have a Twitter account. He would be popping off. If he was president right now, it would be so crazy. We'd be like, we would literally, this would extend into a month of controversies, okay? Just a reminder that if Chris Rock had insulted Betty White's wife's medical condition on national television by citing one of Ridley Scott's worst movies that literally no one saw, Betty White could have easily have broken her fingers when she smacked him across the face. Oh, this is making fun of this doctor on Twitter. Once again, proving that, like, just because you have a doctorate doesn't mean you have a good brain. Just a reminder that if Will Smith had slapped Betty White for a joke she made, however insensitive, she could have fallen backwards, cracked her skull, and died of a brain bleed. Same with Bob Saget, obviously. Violence is never okay. I'm team #take it back. That's awesome. That's fucking dope. I needed a doctor for that one. It's fucking sick. I know we're still processing, but the way casual violence was normalized tonight by a collective national audience will have consequences that we cannot even fathom in the moment. #Oscars 2022. What? 124,000. Bro, do these people not live in America? Do they live somewhere else? Like, we normalize violence on a daily fucking basis in way, way worse ways, dude. That's crazy. Can't wait to see bros at local comedy clubs slap local comedians because they didn't like the joke. Yeah, see, here's the thing, guys. That's entirely different and also completely unacceptable. It's like thinking that, I don't know, dude. I don't know what the fuck to say about this. It's like you see a dude bitch slap another dude, okay, at the Oscars, and all of a sudden, like, all hell breaks loose. Like, you think that was it. That was what was holding me back. I mean, that's psychotic. If someone tries to do that, they should go to fucking jail, okay? Straight up. It felt bewildering and scary to watch Will Smith slap on television last night. For a lot of people, it was the first time we've felt like that since the insurrection. That's pretty good. Stop defending comedians being pussies about cancel culture. That's all this is. Not comedians are just going to whine about getting hit when it will never happen. I think so too, but I also do understand why people are afraid of it because, you know, I'm not a comedian, but I get fucking literally death threats every day for what I say. So he overreacted. It was completely unnecessary. Yeah, I'm not defending it. I'm just saying it was funny and it's not as big as a deal as people are making it. Does that make sense? Do you understand my position? The TLDR of it is that, and I do agree with Zach Fox's tweet, is that it's like a funny thing that happened. It was a heated moment. Luckily, the altercation was limited to just like a little baby slap. Okay. And that's pretty much it. And you know, much respect to Chris Rock for tanking it on the fucking chin. And he did a great job. You know, literally not doing anything afterwards, not even going after him. And that's it.